It's Lahmoon checking in. You hear me?
Yo, what's good? This your boy Dreko.
Jamal Dedeaux, writer and director of Three Ways.
We with my dog Mike Checkin.
I'm checking in with Mike.
And I'm checking in with Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here, man. I'm excited today. It's been a great day so far, and I'm more excited about this one because this. For me, I would say this is where it all started. So I'm definitely happy to have my boy here. I'm ready to get on into it, man. Now introducing my boy Moon. We in the building. What's good, my boy? What's going on?
With it? Long time coming, bro.
Bro, really long time coming, and I couldn't imagine starting this whole thing out with anybody else, to be honest. Because like what I was telling Drake, man, in our podcast interview is like, bro, my whole thing has always been, man, helping people out, and so knowing that, like I said, coming down there to Louisiana and starting this all out down there, I was like, it only makes sense. So, how time and work, everything, like, I was like, yeah, this meant to be.
No, in fact, that shit definitely just like played out like you said, like meant to be, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how everything just happened for me also. Like, it's just crazy.
Facts. So, I guess, man, we gonna go ahead, like I believe anybody else. We're gonna start this thing out just, man, telling your beginning, how life started for you. Where are you from? Tell the people where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans, Louisiana, but to be more specific, I'm from the uptown part of New Orleans, like the 13 Ward, you know what I'm saying?
13 gang,
Shout
shout
out
out.
everybody over there, you know what I'm saying? They big supporters, the whole gang, you know what I'm saying? Money side, OTG.
And he's downplaying it. Like, yo,
Nah, I
hey,
ain't downplaying it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the gang, man.
hey,
They
do
behind
not
me
mess with the
100%.
game for real.
They behind me 100%, you know what I'm
They
saying? Whatever I feel like, if I like it, they like it. So
they
that's what we be
riding,
on.
man. So what was life growing up down there, man? What was that like growing up?
I'll say, bro, like, I got a big family, so I feel like all us was like more so close, like, you know what I'm saying? Besides me, I have like four other siblings, like, you know what I'm saying? Two on my mom's side, two on my dad's side, my biological father.
Speak up into the mic for me.
I have like, nah, my bad, I have five other siblings. Three on my mom's side and two on my biological father's side. Like, I say, other than that, especially on my mom's side, we have a big old family. Like everybody really grew up in like my great grandma's house, so it'll be times with like 3, 4 families in there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like after Katrina and stuff, because I would say like that's really when I would like remember the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like I'll say fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just always being around your cousins and your brothers and all your friends every day. Like, growing up in the hood and shit. So everybody, we just outside every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? We having fun. Especially like me and my brother, all my friends, our cousins, all us. Like, we early, we trying to get to it. Like, we was competitive. Like, whatever sport, baseball, football, track, anything, we was trying to do it.
So was basketball your first sport?
Uh, I'm gonna say yeah, because I feel like I always like basketball about more how like you could do your thing like one, like, you know what I'm saying, like you can have your own. You can't really go play football if it's just two people. Like, you can, but it's not gonna be as fun. Like, you could run a real basketball game with just two players. So I always like basketball, but I feel like up until like 8th grade, I really look you want to be a football player. I just felt like I was too small going into high school. I was like, all right, I'll fuck with basketball. Like,
Hey,
this,
I seen those pictures. I seen those
Yeah,
pictures.
real little dude, man.
Man, little dude for real. So who was the influence for you to get started in ball?
In basketball,
Yeah. Well, like I said, what was your first sport that you played?
my first sport that I played on an actual team, it was a basketball team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I started playing like football, like from like 7 to like maybe 12 or 13. You know what I'm saying? I played like park ball,
So
bitty ball.
where did that influence come from? Who really put the ball in your hand?
Really, I'll say a lot of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle, I got an uncle that's in the NFL, so I feel like that was a big reason I wanted to play football. Also, you know, so he was in the NFL. Like he retired now. He had a good career. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's a big reason me and my brother wanted to play football. So I feel like basketball, like we was just always in the yard. Like we had big cousins and stuff. Everybody playing, you know, always had a goal in my grandma's backyard. I said like it was a big family. Everybody was there. Like went on for generations. Not even just my generation. Like generations before us, she was raising all those kids coming up in her house and stuff. So it was like, you know, I'm a hooper. Like we in the yard. Me and my brother, we finna go out there and get to.
Real competitive.
Yeah, I feel like he is definitely a big reason though why I stuck with it and why I like strive to be like good because he was my big brother. So everybody always be like, "Oh, like man, Moon ain't fucking with Mari." Like you know what I'm saying? So some young shit. Like you like man, like I'm better than him. Like so always like I just used to be like, all right, like one day they gonna be like I'm better than this nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out bro because he made me like work. You know what I'm saying? Just always know how good he was. It was like damn, I got a kid like that.
I know back when I was a kid, it got highly competitive out there.
No,
Like
we
I'm
used to
talking
fight.
fights. Yeah, yeah.
Plenty of times, man. Me, my friends, my brothers, all us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all like brothers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out bro. And I'm like, they even in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, the squad. Hey, I got the
we
squad
rolling,
in here,
man. You know
son.
what I'm
He
saying?
done brought the whole squad from
Like,
New
yeah, like,
Orleans. This is crazy.
it's all love between us. You know what I'm saying? We done all down to fought each other, dap it off, be like, hey, you trying to go hoop? Or trying to finish the game, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
those are niggas' healings. Goddamn, hoop. Let's go hoop. Goddamn,
Nah,
we done got
definitely.
into a fight. Let's go hoop.
You know, that's how shit. That's where the heart and the pride come from. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to lose to them. And now that they're everybody like you know they rooting for me, so I got carried on for it. Show them how we was doing, niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So when it like let's talk about high school, man. What was high school like for you?
Uh, I had like a good high school experience, bro. I feel like overall, but hooping wise, I was like slow because I went to three high schools. When I was a freshman, I started off in New Orleans, and like I kind of started my freshman year late. I didn't really know what school I was gonna go to. I wanted to go to like the school in New Orleans called Easton, and I wanted to go to this other school, Landry Walker. But my mama was trying to send me to school with my brother because he was going back down to 35, and he was like already about to be on a team and shit. Well, he really was on a team, but he like fractured his ankle that year, so he didn't play. But I messed around. Like when I got to the school, it was probably like 2 weeks to a month, like into the school year, and I messed around. Didn't even play my freshman year because it was just like a lot of complications. You know what I'm saying? Like just being young, just not really doing what I'm supposed to be, not being where I'm supposed to be at. Like me and the coach, like I guess he just felt like I don't really want him. Not saying like he disliked me or anything. You know what I'm saying? But he's probably like, oh, he's too immature. Like he's not really ready yet. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to Houston and I played like JV. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really get to play out there because when I first went, it was already my first year there, so they kind of just like threw me on a team, didn't really give me a chance. And then by like time the summer came and all that, I was working my way up. You know what I'm saying? I played spring league. It was like varsity and shit. I was doing good, and I like hurt my hand, so that kind of set me back as far as the rest of that season that we had for like going into the summer. And like I said, bro, just being young, I mess around. You know, I'm fresh out of 10th grade, so I'm going into my junior year. Uh, I just like skipped all the summer workouts and stuff. Like I went back to New Orleans more so like I want to chill with my friends. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you young, bro, so I've been going for like a year, and I lived in New Orleans for basically my whole life. So it's like it was hard for me to not be around all the people that I was around every day. Like even my family, like for my family, friends, or just even new friends that I had just made when I got in high school. Like you know, it's like a whole new transition. So I felt like the summertime was the only time I was gonna be able to be down there, have fun with them people. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay down here for a summer. You know what I'm saying? But they was kind of a little strict out there. So when I got back, he was like, yeah, bro, like we not gonna play you like varsity, like you know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
I kind of like started going to practice less, just feeling like I was too good to play JV, but not really being humble enough to realize what I was messing up at. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of carried on for like I'll see the rest of that season kinda, but I moved back to New Orleans midway through my junior year, and then I went back. I went to the school where I graduated from, which was Sophie B. Wright. And when I got down there, Like I ain't gonna say I didn't really have a desire to play basketball, but it was just like so much going on in my life for me moving so much, just going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? From moving, like just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying,
I
bro?
can only imagine. Especially
Yeah.
like, how old were you when Katrina hit?
I was only like 5 years old,
But seeing that as a kid, I'm pretty sure that like
and even like during those times, bro, like I still have memories because I was actually like we're in Atlanta right now, and I was living in Gainesville, Georgia, like when Katrina hit. Like,
moving
you know what I'm
around.
saying? So I was out here for like damn near half a year, almost a year. Like I think I was like it was like I was going to school, so I was in kindergarten or some shit, maybe pre-K. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I even have memories for me living in out here in Georgia and shit, bro. And then I lived out here another stint for almost a year when I was in third grade because there was another hurricane called Gustav, and I guess my mama was just and my family, like 'cause a lot of us moved back out here, they were just like so overwhelmed or just like worried because of how Katrina was. We hurry up and we evacuated again. You know what I'm saying? So came out here for a while, and then I went from back to New Orleans like towards the end of my third grade year, finished out all the way to ninth grade, and then I moved to Texas, like I was saying.
It seemed like y'all more so literally family over everything.
Nah,
Like,
definitely. Like when one move, we all move. You
I,
know what I'm saying? So we
cause I
be
can, I can only
we
imagine, man. Like
little migration.
I can only imagine because I can I couldn't imagine what I can't even begin. I being in New Orleans and going through and seeing what happened to the city. I can only imagine what it was like going through it, man. Like,
Nah,
well,
definitely.
were you actually in it? Like in the flood? Like were you actually there?
Nah,
Like
bro. I was like, my family evacuated. Like you know what I'm saying. So I only could imagine what the people that were down there actually went through too. Like you know what I'm saying. I was happy that we were able to leave type shit.
man, because I know for a fact there wasn't a lot of people that were able to, man. So
Nah,
I'm
definitely.
definitely glad y'all were able to do what you needed to do. And like I said, it's family or everything. Y'all together. Y'all like I said, you done brought the family to Atlanta. Like
Nah, hundred
deep.
percent.
Like yeah, they always rolling deep. It's funny, man. Like I said, for the time I've known Moon, he always deep.
We pulling up.
He pulling up. So like what you mentioned some you definitely mentioned some hardships going through early on in your high school. What was your best times in high school? What was some of your biggest accomplishments?
I was actually gonna go back to that. You know what I'm saying. I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
let you
Yeah.
talk, but I would say like how I say I moved back to New Orleans. Like you know what I'm saying. Towards the end of my junior year. You know what I'm saying. So when I went to Sophie B. Wright, I didn't even know like they had a really good basketball team. It was just the closest school to my grandma's house. 'Cause, like it's in the 13th ward of New Orleans, and that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So that's where she still lives, like to this day. So it's like walking distance from her house. And my little sister had just moved back to New Orleans, so she was going to that school. So me and my brother was like, all right, shit, they got a spot for both of us. Like, fuck it, we gonna go to this school. You know what I'm saying? So like I was saying, when I first got there, I didn't really have real intentions on like playing basketball for that school. Cause like I said, I didn't know they was like really good and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had left like almost 2 years ago. So I would say I used to like play basketball at PE though. You know what I'm saying? Like as y'all can see, I like to bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be at PE, and there'll be people who like didn't know who I was because I was gone for a while, but people who also like, damn, what's that moon, bro? Like when you got back, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be at PE and we'll be like fake gambling. People I know like they betting on me, and I'm out here playing 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? So it started like way since I was young, bro. I could stay in the backyard with 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, but to continue type shit. One of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, to this day, as my dog, his name Prince. He was on a basketball team, and I had played like these other two dudes. Me and my brother, we wound up like playing 2-on-2 against these two dudes that was on the team, and that year, so like we beat them for some money, and then my homie Prince, cause I used to have class with him, like we was already cool and shit, you know what I'm saying. And he knew I could hoop or whatever from just being out there watching. So he was like, man, like I'm gonna tell coach about you, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm just like, all right, like it's cool, like you know what I'm saying. And then I wound up like talking to the coach myself. Shout out Coach Bertrand, you know what I'm saying. But he like low key gave me the runaround at first. I guess you just look at me. Sometime I guess I don't pass the eye test. You know what I'm saying. They like, oh, he can't hoop. So
You
he
was
probably was
small.
like,
You was small.
so he probably gave me the runaround. But we had it was like towards the end of the season because it was like almost the end of the year when I got back. But my homie Prince and there was like a couple other players that was going to that school. They just had like an AAU team that they was gonna be on. So I wound up just like running with that AAU team for the summer. We really turned up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We used Bo McKellar, elite or select. It was one of them. But we won the nationals in Dallas, and we was like 8-0 when we went out there. But like just throughout that season, like Bill Bonds had fun. You know what I'm saying? Met some guys, turned up and shit. And then going on into my senior year, I feel like in the beginning of the year I didn't really get as much burn as I wanted to, but I feel like I also like I'm more so of a scorer, and the school that I had went to, they already had like 3 or 4 guys that like really put the ball in the goal, so they really just needed a point guard, like you know what I'm saying, and it was like. Shit, I'm low key a point guard, like you know what I'm saying. Even though I like to score, like I could handle the ball,
I do
get you the
whatever I
ball.
need
You
to
know what
do.
I'm saying. I'll do that. I'll play D for sure. So that's all cool. So I stepped into that role. Like eventually, like once I kind of started realizing, like, all right, bro, this is what they need from me. Like if I'm gonna play, like I gotta do this. Like I gotta do this better if I want to get on the court, and you know what I'm saying. Just gain trust, like in other ways than just saying, bro, I can outscore anybody in here. Cause shit, we already doing that. We putting up 80 a game, like you know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
So yeah, bro, I think we averaged like 88 a game my senior year when I was in high school, and then we went to state. Our record at the end of the year was like 35 and like 5, and we went to Final Four, and we wound up losing to us. We was ranked 3, and we lost to school number 2 Peabody. But just that whole year, bro, and just that experience, for like to see, like I say, like my whole high school career started off slow, like just being able to like, all right, one year and we put this together. Like we didn't win state, but just being able to build that connection with the dudes on my team and like just that bond, like you know what I'm saying. Just every game we getting closer to winning. Like I remember it was the second round game, bro, and we was playing a school called Donaldsonville. I wasn't having like the best game, but I wasn't playing bad. But it was like one play, or kind of like we was running a play for this dude Greg on my team. And shout out, bro, 'cause he a dog. You know what I'm saying? But he fucked the play up. So I tried to do some other shit, wound up like going the other way. I'm about to throw it, and he had like a wing defender. He was kind of like lengthy and shit. So I see him like kind of shooting the gap, but I don't want to throw it because I know he can go dunk it. Like so, I kind of like, oh shit, you know, you like stumble with the ball. Ref
Mm-hmm.
called travel. Coach get in my ass. He take me out. But I'm
Man.
feeling bad because I'm like, bro, we ranked 3 in the fucking state, and we about to lose to like 16 or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because we at their house, they had upset a higher seed already in the next round. It was a good team though, but they had like upset a higher seed in the next round or the first round. So that's why we had to play at their gym, and they like in that bitch going crazy. Bro. It was like wall to wall traffic and shit. But I traveled, and then when I sat down, I remember being like, man, I didn't fuck my whole senior year up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Man.
then we was down maybe like 4 with like they probably went like 16 seconds or some shit, bro. It was like something to where we supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying? They called travel. We fouled them, and the dude shot a 1-and-1, but he missed both free throws, and we didn't even call the timeout. But like we got it, advanced that bitch. We threw it in the corner to the same dude, Greg. You know what I'm saying? Cause that was like he was our bucket on our team for sure. He get that bitch, he shoot it in the corner. He like turn around on some step shit, bro, for that bitch to win. He make it. He talking to the crowd. I'm like, man, this shit crazy.
Damn.
So now we down 1. Bro wound up hitting a shot in the corner, and he turned around. You know, he was all like going crazy and shit. Our bench going crazy. And then we fouled the same dude who had just missed like the 1-and-1 free throws. So he made the first one and he missed the second one. And then like I think we called a timeout maybe after he missed the first shot, and our coach like whether he missed or he make it, like this the play. You know what I'm saying? My homie Prince, he wilded out. He disregarded the whole play. Fuck around, bro. We get to like half court, like 6 seconds left. He shot it from half court. But my other homie DJ, who I was on the team with, he caught the like rebound, go right back up, boom, layup. So we went into OT.
Boy.
Yeah, he
You talk
almost
about a sale.
we would have jumped him on a bus
Boy.
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, for sure.
But
Hey,
double
man.
back, you know what I'm saying? My homie DJ, he got the rebound, put that bitch up. We go into OT, and from that, like we just showed like, all right, we the better team. Like let's clean this up. Then we make that run. We go to state. You know what I'm saying? We mess around, lose, but I feel like just that experience and just being able to have a real like, all right, I only got to play 1 year for real, because all my other years was just like me bullshitting or just it's not adding up right for me. So that was like a great way to go out. Even though we didn't win it
Facts.
all, I was like, all right, this shit lit.
Facts, facts, man. So what? So after high school, what? Talk a little bit about college. How was that freshman year of college? Where did you attend college at your freshman year?
I went to college in Baton Rouge. I had like I would say two offers coming out when I was in high school. Like considering that's my only year I played, I had an offer from a college, junior college in Kansas. It was called Neo Show, and I had this other offer from a school in Baton Rouge, the one I wound up taking, which was Baton Rouge Community College. I mean, if you ask me, I wouldn't change anything, but I feel like one of the main decisions, well, one of the main reasons that like affected, like, all right, I'm gonna go to Baton Rouge for college was because I had like two or three other people that was from New Orleans. Like one of them was my homeboy Prince. You know what I'm saying? Who I just finished this season with, and he kind of got me on the team. We just played AAU a season together, so I'm like, shit, that's bro. Like, you gonna commit that? Like, I might fuck around, come too. You know what I'm saying? So he did it. One of my main homies today, B Lee. Like,
Oh
he
yeah.
wound up getting a scholarship there, and
No,
yeah,
I
bro.
ain't
So I
know.
was
I ain't
like,
know that. Oh snap.
so I was like, shit. I'm finna go here. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my other homies who was our roommate too. His name was D. Lou. But it was a bunch of us, bro, like just from New Orleans that was like, bro, we gonna be in Baton Rouge for college. Even if it wasn't on PRCC team. Some people I know was like walk-ons and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But we was just like, fuck it, bro. We invading BR. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go here. I say, bro, I had a good college experience, like overall, like, but much like my high school, it was more of the things where I had to like go and accept a role instead of being like the player, like the go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like not saying I'm better than anybody or I could do this better than that person or I should have had this and they shouldn't have did this, but I definitely could have like on any team I was on. I feel like I could have been that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me the ball. I could create for us. Like, I'm not gonna be selfish. I do shoot a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like to score, but like I know how to get people involved. Like, I know how to win. You know what I'm saying? So
That's essentially what Dreko was saying. He was talking when he was talking about his career. He was talking about how he had to really identify his role. Like
hmm
because just like we agreed on, like everybody's looking to be the star of their own world, man. So
no,
but
that's definitely
it's hard to really learn your role in this
no. Sometimes
world.
you gotta do what you gotta do to make sure you know what I'm saying. You play, just be in position to still play. You know what I'm saying? So, I had like I say decent stats, bro. Like my freshman year, I think I probably averaged 7 points, but I probably had like average 5 rebounds and like 3 assists or something. You know what I'm saying? I started for the majority of my freshman year. I probably didn't start the first couple games, but I always show effort on the court. So it was like if you a coach, it's hard to not keep me in or to not play me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just like how I'm coming, so shit, we might need him to set the tempo, like keep him out there or start him. You know what I'm saying? So I
I've
feel like
I've never seen somebody play defense like you. Like
and
man, like why are you so strung on? Like how did it work? Like how did that come? Your defense is literally Hall of Fame badge.
all right, bro, and y'all gonna laugh about this shit because, like I said, when I started playing AAU, like with bro and them, you know what I'm saying? I was in 11th grade going to my senior year. I remember we had a tournament in Alabama, bro, and they put me in because we had like how our AAU team was. Like some people will start based like you starting based off the games you have in a tournament. So if you playing good, we riding a high hand. Like we had a lot of good players. We just
Which is
interchanging.
how it's
You know what
supposed
I'm
to
saying?
be.
So it was the one game we was in Alabama, bro, and I wound up checking in, and like 3 dudes scored on me in a row, but it was like 3 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? So they took me out, and I remember my coach, his name Rob. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Man, you can't guard my fucking grandma, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they like you a fucking like they just on my like grilling me
On your tail,
like you a fucking
hey.
liability. So I just used to like kind of. I used to be in the thing like, all right, I'm gonna just find the weakest nigga when I get out here. Like, I'm gonna go check his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it went from like that when I got in high school. I was on a team with a bunch of like I was the smallest dude on my team, bro. I was like 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else would go from me 6 feet. Like obviously I'm 6'1", but the next tallest person was Greg. He's 6'5". Then it's Prince 6'6". DJ was 6'6", and Charlie was 6'7", and that was our starting lineup. So I used to be able to like guard little dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's high school. Nobody not really that big. So shit, we was running a fucking trap full court the whole game. So I wasn't really playing one-on-one defense too much. Or if we get in half court, we finna 1-3-1 and trap the shit out of people and just run, dunk, and shoot threes the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I got to college, it was more of like really bring my man's B Lee back into this. He was the point guard and I was the shooting guard. Like
Liability.
nah, that shit funny. You know what I'm saying? But he was the point guard and I was the shooting guard. Like at a point in time before he tore his ACL, because he tore his ACL our freshman year, like our third game in maybe. But he always picked up 94 feet, bro. And my man would always be an easy outlet. So he used to get on my ass like, bro, why the fuck you think I'm this close? Like, you think I just want to throw it to your man? Like, you know what I'm saying? So our coach mainly had him starting, I feel like at that time, too, because he was picking up 94 feet and nobody else on our team was, like, really willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? So when he hurt himself, already, like, I started to pick up my defense because it's like, all right, he being a pest out here. I gotta like just stop letting my man, get easy shit. Like I gotta like deny him the ball. If my man try to walk it up, I gotta go pick his ass up full court just so they don't feel like, all right, just give it to him, let him set the offense up. You know what I'm saying? Like make it balanced. So when he hurt himself, I feel like my coach more so looked to me to assume that role as far as like, all right, be the lead guard as far as like defensively. You know what I'm saying? So I started like getting into it more. Then I just realized like, damn, you can score from this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in a real game, you get them open floor steals, or if I'm guarding you and I get that little poke, 9 times out of 10 it's just me challenging you for a layup, or you challenging me for a layup. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I could lay it up, get free dunks, like you get highlights on the break. So defense turned to, all right, damn, like this shit cool, like you know what I'm saying. So gradually, I just started playing defense more and more, and then it became like we used to go to our film sessions and like we scouting teams we about to play, and your name will always be by who you guard. So 9 times out of 10, I was guarding whoever averaged the most. Like so from there, it just like became like second nature. Like
Oh yeah.
when he nice, I got him. Like you know what I'm saying. So it was like a reverse total 360 type shit.
It's crazy because like you only 22 years old, so like people got to keep in mind they don't even know you still have college eligibility.
No, definitely. I actually could play for like
How many more
3 years if I went back to college. But I feel like what led me to going like away from college and stuff was after I did my 2 years in JUCO, I had a solid second season. Like I was all conference, I believe, and I was like first team defense. So I had like a solid season, but COVID hit, so I feel like so many players started to transfer into the portal. Like it was really hard to get a scholarship to another school. So I wound up like going back home. They got a school called Dillard or HBCU in my hometown. So I walked on over there, and my first year I didn't graduate from my junior college because the classes I was taking they didn't like transfer over to the school I was going to.
years?
So I was like ineligible for the first part of that season or whatever. So I messed around and like just practiced the whole 2020. I would say like 2020 going into the first half of 2021. That whole year I just like practiced and got better, and I feel that's when I more so like found myself as far as like, man, I'ma always just play like me, and if I don't fit, that mean I ain't supposed to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So fast forward, bro, I got eligible and I was actually gonna play for that school like the following year. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
remember that.
in the summertime, that's when I met you and Zell. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I had just met y'all. We had started doing like it was never even about one on ones. Like I used to do like 5-on-5
Yeah,
pro
we
am
started out with
teams.
the
You know what I'm saying?
programs.
Like so for everybody that think I don't like play basketball for real, whatever that is, I'm
Get that out
actually a
your
hooper.
head.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like get that out your head. But like going into that year, bro, uh, it was actually having like another hurricane in New Orleans, but it wasn't like as bad. So my grandma was like really sick during that time, and it was already like COVID and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she wound up like passing away September 6th, 2021. No, yeah, 2021. So like that was like hard for me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, like everybody grew up in my great grandma's house. Like so
I was just
that
about to
shit
say that.
just like it was like, a lot to take in type shit. So
She was the glue.
yeah, she was the glue to everybody. You heard me? So it was like, all right, I gotta balance that and like being like a hooper in school, like you know what I'm saying. So I like the hurricane hit, so we already like didn't practice for a while. I went to Houston because that's where my mom lived. So I went to Houston for like I don't know, it wasn't too long, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks maybe, a week or two. So I went to Houston, came back, and originally like they told me I didn't have to like be vaccinated because I didn't live on campus. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my own apartment or whatever. So they told me I didn't have to be vaccinated. So when I came back, like after the little hurricane and everything, it was like, man, if you're a player for this school, like any sport, it's mandatory, like that you get vaccinated and shit. So my options was either get vaccinated or don't. And I feel like why I lean heavily to like just telling my coach like, all right, like I'm just not gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Was because my grandma didn't really believe in all that stuff, and not saying that killed her, nothing, you know what I'm saying? But she was vaccinated like 2 weeks before she died, and they like once she got vaccinated, they wound up saying she only got like 2 months to live. But before that, she was cool. So just at that time, I was just like, nah, this ain't like I wasn't feeling it. Like you know what I'm saying?
I really believe that was like a trial and error. They really put a trial and error on us. Like we
No,
were
definitely,
literal
bro.
lab rats.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? So like around that time, I was just like, yeah, bro. And I remember talking to like I don't know if I really talked to you heavy about that, but I remember telling Zell like, damn, bro, they telling me get vaccinated or I can't play this season. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
I
remember
was
we
already
talked. We
telling him
definitely talked
like,
about
yeah,
that.
I remember telling him like, yeah, bro, like I'm gonna have to like not do the programs and shit for a while because I'm about to be playing college this season. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, it's cool. But then we was talking and shit, and he was kind of just telling me like, shit, bro, if you don't do it, like, me and Mike, like, we gonna be recording it, like, we gonna get you that film or whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'll let y'all know, bro. Like, I ain't really make my decision yet. You know what I'm saying? But then I wound up saying like, yeah, I ain't gonna do it, and kind of lean heavy into like, all right, I'm gonna just like try to shoot to be a pro somewhere, like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my real, like that's honestly still my goal, like you know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right, I'm gonna like try to shoot to be a pro somewhere. But we had one tournament, bro. One thing led to another, and like we just set up an event for fun, like you know what I'm saying? More so entertainment. We was like, all right, we gonna set up a one-on-one. We gonna bet some cash on it, like you know what I'm saying? Like they like when you down to participate, like this one dude said he could beat you. So I'm like, man, why he crazy? Like, what? Come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So double back, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I got like 3 matchups that backed out on me, bro. And played somebody, you know what I'm saying? I lost my first game. Shout out Mike Harden, bro, a real killer, you know what I'm saying? But going into that, I felt like it was 3 other people they sent me, like no disrespect to those guys, but in my head I was like, there's no way in hell I lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't prepared to go play somebody that was my caliber, like, or better. You know what I'm saying? So double back, I get in there, bro, stand me up. He win that bitch. I'm damn, like I really was pressed about that shit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when it happened, I wasn't that mad, but going home and realizing like, man, this shit going on YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody asking me like, you go to the gym and shit, people be like, damn, bro, how you lost? And I'm like, man, y'all niggas should have played like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think it's that easy. But double back, bro. I went to we had another program, bro, and it was, in BR again. It's I don't even remember like exactly which tournament. I think it was might have been at Terra High, bro. I'm not
You
mistaken.
want to tear?
Yeah. And the next
Is that
person I wound up playing, huh?
is that the one that Well, you talking about the pro am or you talking about the 1v1?
Nah, bro, it was a program 5 on
Is it the
5.
one where Josh came down?
Yeah, it's the one when Josh came
Yeah.
down for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we was playing enough, and next person I wound up playing, shout out TJ, bro, funny as hell. You hear me?
Boy.
But motherfucking he just on a bench, low key reaching and shit. He looking back like, yeah, I called that hit from up top. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, what the hell you talking about? Like, we haven't even really been acquainted yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know each other yet. So he just like, yeah, I called that hit from up top. Like, that was my work. Like, I put that bread up, and I'm like, kind of looking around like, son, like, what is he talking about? Like, and he was like, yeah, like, I'm Mike homie or whatever. So I'm like, nigga, don't you hoop? Like, what the fuck? And he like, yeah. So he like, I'm like, well, why the fuck you ain't played? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know how people get, bro. Oh, I'm only playing if it's this. Like, you know, I don't want to get all into it, but he go to talking that kind of talk to me and shit. So I'm like, shit, that's what you on, bro. We can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a humble person, bro. Like, I do talk shit with the best of them for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna just start off coming at you on no stupid shit. Like, if you cool, I'm cool, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he he talked that shit. I wanna whooping his ass, and then shit just ongoing,
Hey,
bro.
you ain't letting nobody live.
You ain't
Hey,
let
boy,
nobody live,
I'm
man. I
sitting
did his
here,
man's worst, man. The next month, bro. He set him up.
man. But so you come through like and we can. It's so hard to speak on it because like I said, we were literally doing all this stuff
No,
together. Like,
definitely. But I remember them talks. You know what I'm saying? Like it was especially like around that time. I had him probably run off a good 2, 3 wins and a good wins, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Collecting a good bit of change,
hey,
good wins type shit. And like at that time, we all becoming close because we setting these games up month to month, but we all communicating, talking about how we gonna do this shit. In the midst of all that, we still playing 5-on-5s like in other leagues and shit. You know, so we around each other like all of us. So I remember like we'll either be somewhere we just chilling, you know, kicking
man,
and shit.
we were really setting. Hey, we were setting these things up perfect. Like it really
No,
felt like
definitely.
a wrestling match. Like niggas really
And picking
preparing
out the
for a
lineup
battle.
like,
Like
all right, I'll take this nigga, bro. If he said he want to bet for real, like tell his ass, come on, like.
we had group chats. Folks is going crazy in the group chats.
Nah,
Like
definitely, bro.
I mean, it was a lot of shit talking in those group chats. That's why
100%,
the
100%.
TJ matchup was so funny because when I say TJ was
He
talking,
said I was his son. It was a bunch of shit.
that man TJ was talking cash cold shit. Shout out to you, TJ. And I'm not finna go as deep Moon is,
But
but man, it was really like that. Like
nah, that shit was
if you
lit
haven't
though,
seen the
bro.
matchup,
Especially
it's on my
like
YouTube channel. Go check that out.
no, definitely. But that's where that shit started, bro. So it was like, you know, all that shit meant something, bro. And then like, you know, like I said, I had some good wins and shit. Got some humbling moments in that bitch too, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember this one time in particular. It definitely tell you like don't underestimate nobody. This one dude, I'm still gonna bust his ass one of these days if you ever stop hiding. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
felt like that, man.
But
That situation. I will never sit well with me. Like
that
how
don't
did
sit well with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this dude named Eddie, bro, and he like from Louisiana too. You know what I'm saying? But I had one of you know taking a good bit of money, got a couple wins and shit, and they was like, all right, this dude, he'll play you like 10K, but really, bro, they was in my DM bad. They like, man, we got 20K, like make it a 40K bet, nigga, bring all y'all money, like they just talking spicy. So I'm showing this to the guys. I'm like, shit. That's what we on. Like, we about to go rock. Like, we going, you know, we about to get to it. We fuck around, get there, bro. Them niggas hella short. Them niggas got like 13,000 total. We fuck around, got like 40 bands in the background, bro. I kid you not, bro. I can't make this up. So we
man?
fuck around like, all right, it's cool. We still gonna bet though. But I'm so focused on, bro, y'all cap out bad. Like, y'all made us come out here like this. Like, you know, I'm focused on not the game no more at this point. I'm kind of feeling just played. Like, man, y'all niggas lame. I go out there, shit a brick, dude, whoop my ass. Like at one point, I think it was like 14-2. I didn't overcome some victories, but that day wasn't my best. You know what I'm saying? Like I was missing so much shit. I was just getting in my head, but I feel like I needed that moment to just know, like, come on, man, calm down. Like everybody could be beat if you don't lock in for real, and more so like when I do get down, I know not to get down on myself. Like you know what I'm saying? I do more so like wait till I make this bitch. I'm gonna show his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get more in that mode instead of like, oh, I'm out here tripping. Cause I feel like that day, that's what I slipped into. And that's just part of the, you know, the growing process when you got a lot of shit online and just knowing like, all right, don't trip. Like, get back to your money. Like, if you start doing that, you can make anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, more so in that space. So I feel like I had that loss. And then I finally got one of the matchups I wanted again, though I wound up playing Mike. You know what I'm saying? That
The
was like one of
rematch
those
of the
storybook
century.
ending. You know what I'm
The
saying? Like
rematch of
that
the
was a
century.
controversial ass game. A lot of people still to this day tell you, I guess I cheated to win, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win. But shit,
But like I said, the reason why the Eddie matchup just will never sit well with me because it's just like what he did is essentially like what a nigga is not supposed to do in a dice matchup. You don't walk into a room, roll once, win everything,
and
and
just
walk
dip.
out.
Nah,
Like
facts. I want that money back.
like You got to give me a chance to get it back, and I just feel like,
And they always
man,
talk shit to me too, bro. They still troll me to this day. I'll do some hot shit, and I go like, I don't say everything to everybody, but I read, bro. I look like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm on that bitch, and nigga will be like, he still can't fuck with Eddie though, and I'm like, this nigga ain't came outside since 2021. Like what? Like this what we talking about?
like literally haven't heard a word from him since.
But definitely, you know what I'm saying. Shout out him though, bro, because he got that win. I can't take it from him. You know what I'm saying. Like
Facts.
I don't think it's probably 10, if that, bro. I don't think it's 10 niggas that beat me since I've been playing 1-on-1 since going on like 2 years. So I'll
You,
take that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's really gotten to the bag. I mean, and that's one, and that's the whole thing, man. It's just your journey that you've been on. Like, how you literally have just been able to find, because as folks we struggle finding a way, bro. Like everybody, either for a lot of y'all athletes, it's literally pro or nothing, and to be able to now we're in a place where people like myself are helping create avenues, for y'all to be successful in many different ways, man. That's literally what it's been about. And so, like, I just know how, like, what's that journey been like for you? So far, you've gotten since we've gotten started and done all that we've done. You've come in contact, man. And me and Dreko definitely already talked a lot. We talked a lot about Scotty, man. But man, coming
Shout out, bro, man. He the man's with the plan, man. I ain't saying nowhere, nobody won't get nowhere without him, but he definitely like he the key piece to the puzzle, bro, for Showski. So shout out my dog Scotty, man.
like, he really, like I told you, like, he really came down in Baton Rouge and really saw something and like
No,
ran with
definitely.
it,
Like we
man.
all
Like,
hit it off from the start. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Millie. Shout out you. Shout out Zell, bro, for even feeling like, all right, bro, I'm willing to make investments so this man could like eat, like, you know what I'm saying? Or
man,
this man could get a good chance. Like, cause he paid for stuff for them to be down there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's big, like type
like
shit. But
really, really making it happen. That's why, like, my hats off to Scotty, cause like he was, like I said, like told Draco, he was able to do something that I wasn't able to do, and that's
yeah.
why I thank him so much for being able to take you and really do what he's done with you
Hmm.
so far, man. Cause like I said, seeing you grow has been the greatest thing for me. Like, man, just. And like
No,
I said, you only
definitely, bro.
22, so I'm able. Like I tell you every day,
Shit,
like
this shit
you
just
go
getting started. Really. I ain't hit
just
a
getting
prime,
started,
bro.
bro. And like I
But
said, you still have so many chances, and like to know that it's all dependent on what you do in your daily life,
mhm.
bro. That's big because we don't, as black people, we don't have that. A lot of us don't have that option to really understand that. Yo, like I'm in control of my destiny right now, like
No,
because
that's
you're
a
making
fact.
money through basketball, like you're literally
That's a
making
fact.
money through basketball, and you still have a chance to go anywhere in this world you want to, whether that be overseas, whether it be to the league, like you still have that
No,
chance.
that's also true. But what I would say, like for me, stepping into this space, like you'll see, like you know what I'm saying, the YouTube hoopers and stuff, like and the other players that like content create, you know what I'm saying, they come up and this stuff. But I ain't really realize how much you could also like benefit from it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I know it's like all right, you'll get your followers, like you know what I'm saying, and people will know who you are. But I feel like just the way you could grow your own personal brand, like by selling merchandise or whatever it is that you want to do, like you know what I'm saying. I got people that hit me up sometime, bro, and when I be feeling like getting down on myself, like man, this shit ain't really even like hitting how I think it's gonna hit or whatever. Like I just be in my DM, like I try to answer people sometimes. Like it be a lot going on, but I try to answer people sometimes, and it'll be people just telling me like how much I inspire them by just playing basketball, bro. And I be like, man, that's crazy. Like these many people look up to me, and this is something I'll do or have been doing like my whole life just because I like basketball and I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So stepping into this space definitely opened my eyes as far as like how much of an influence I could be to other people and showing them like, bro, when you think it's over, like it's really not even over. Like I remember 2020, bro, really like when COVID first hit, and I didn't have no scholarships. I said I went like did a walk on and shit. I remember like I think I had like, a tweet or some shit, but I was like, damn, like my basketball flat as shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I was feeling like I ain't gonna hoop no more. Like it's the end of the road. Like at some point everybody do got to end of the road. Like it's destined. Like you can't play forever. But to be 20 years old, feeling like 19 years old, feeling like, damn, I ain't about to like, I ain't. Even, I was just getting started. Like I said, like I barely played high school. You know what I'm saying? I got to play my senior year and 2 years JUCO. Like grateful for that, but I'm like, shit, I ain't done, bro. Like I'm kind of really just figuring this shit out all the way. Like you know what I'm saying? So definitely like coming into this space just gave me a opportunity as far as like keep my dreams alive. And like I even see some players that do what I do, they get offers like you saying, like overseas, fucking G League, Summer League, whatever it is like a foot in the door. But from there, it depend on what you do with it, type shit.
Exactly.
And it's like being ready when them opportunities do present themselves, if they come. You know what I'm saying?
Making shit. Preparation meets excellence,
No,
man.
definitely.
Preparation meets excellence.
Greatness take patience.
So, man, we talked a lot about basketball. What are you passionate about off the court?
Uh, I feel like off the court, bro. Like, really, I'm just like a big family person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of when I'm not really doing too much, like I rather just go chill with my people, like whether it's my homies or my immediate family. Like, I just want to be around, like, be able to live the way I want to live and enjoy life with the people that I love and have love for, type shit. But as far as like goals and stuff that I want to do, when I was in junior college, part of the reason my classes didn't transfer over because I was taking like more of a trade than an actual degree. Like I always was like good with my hands and trying to do like handiwork or be trying to like build shit and stuff. So when I do obtain like the wealth that I want and get to the place in my life that I want to be, like I want to have like a construction company type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I
then.
want to be the person like I get the contracts. I my guys and my men finna come build this, but we all finna break it down and eat. Like you know
That's
what I'm saying?
different.
It'll
That's
give me a
different.
way to like provide and like still do enough to give back and like
So
just like I could
definitely to
build
help
shit from
rebuild
where
that
I'm
community.
from. You know what
Definitely,
I'm
I feel
saying?
like definitely help rebuild that community,
So it's
man.
just a
Because
lot of stuff that like
it's a lot of places
I
in New
know I'm
Orleans
gonna
that need to
do.
be
Like you know
rebuilt.
what I'm saying? 100%.
And, man, so I think what's because that like I said I've been down to New Orleans, man, and it's not nothing. It's nothing to laugh at, but I just know, man, it's crazy that it's taking so long for America to really and
They
I
need
don't
they
even think that's America's responsibility, but bro, like that's a prime city.
no definitely, and I feel like that's another part of the reason why I go so hard, bro. Cause every time I go somewhere and shit, and like I feel like even the whole Louisiana, like I go somewhere and I'm in different states and cities and stuff. Everybody always acting like New Orleans don't have talent or like we don't like we produce a lot. Like in my opinion, I think we have a lot of the best everything. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's I'm from New Orleans, from Louisiana, so that's how I feel about our culture and stuff. But I just always try to like represent it, like put where I'm from on the map more, because I feel like we don't get enough light shine on the good we have down there. Like everybody always saying the bad shit we have, or the fucked up parts about the city. Like they never say, "Oh, it's this." Like the most people want to come and do is have fun and leave. But in reality, like New Orleans turned up like motherfucker.
Facts. Man, you really said something big. Like as long as I've known you, I did not know that you wanted to create your own construction company, man. That's like I said, that's huge. Like I said, to know that you can go back in your community and really do something that's really worth something. Like a lot of people go back to their communities and a lot of them just find ways they can get money out their community without giving back to the community. So what, like, where did construction come from? Like,
I feel like growing up, like one of the main things that like draw me to that, they used to always have like a boys and girls club, like center type thing across from the park we used to play at. And my mom, she was like the park president at one time. Like over the park we all played football and basketball for. It's called Wisner. Like it's in the 13th Ward, New Orleans. But she used to like try to get it like rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? Like bring stuff to the city, like all that kind of stuff. And it never went through to it, but like today it's a coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? But
man,
like I don't trying to be one of those people or nothing, but like they fixed it because the area is now like gentrified and like it's different now. But just like I feel like that was like one of the big things that kind of led me to saying like, man, when I grow up, like I'm gonna get this bitch right, like you know what I'm saying. So that and one of the things of like how I said everybody came up in my grandma's house, I was like, all right, like I want to get like rich or like wealthy or be able to like fix her house up before she passed, cause her house went through Katrina and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was cool. It wasn't like it wasn't livable or something, but I just wanted her to have like all nice shit, just like all brand new shit, just based on the stuff that she did for everybody else and stuff like that. I wanted that to be my way of like repaying her, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't never really repay her for the stuff she did, but that was one of the things that was like I want to do this, like so just like knick-knack things and like being able to want to build my mom a house, build myself a house, like those things all led to me saying like I think this is something I could do, like you know what
That's
I'm saying? Like
crazy.
especially I used to be in the backyard and my uncle like we had like a little fake ass clubhouse, it was out of plastic, but we used to like get wood and like down there put doors on that bitch and put a roof on that bitch. So when it rain, we
That's
still
how
in
it
that
all
bitch and shit.
starts
You know what I'm
out.
saying? Like so, just little adventurous shit, bro.
That's facts, man. Well, man, I'm appreciative for this moment because like I look at things, man. I just imagine. I wonder where you would be if I've never came to Louisiana. Like man, where would we all be right now? Like because we've all, we've all grew since then, man. I just imagine like, bro, if I would have never came to Louisiana, what would we be doing? What would I be doing? Like would I even
No,
be?
definitely.
Would
Like
I
it's
be in
just
this space? Like this is
like everything just crazy, bro. And that go back to something you said in the beginning. Like it feel like everything just happened for a reason, or it came about like it was supposed to happen like that. You know what I'm saying, bro?
man.
So, shit, God don't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make the mistake of questioning Him about like, damn, like God, why this had to happen like that, or like, why me? Not right now. Like, but in reality, like He giving you what He know you can handle, and He could give you another chance. But hopefully, you just pass the test and react right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right there is where we can leave it, man. I that's big words right there, man.
Righteous.
That's coming from, man. You like I said, you're 22 years old,
No,
but
definitely.
to have that soulful knowledge, man, the real true knowledge of just understanding, and that's what life's all about, just getting an understanding of how you got to this point, like and being so tapped in. So, man, like I said, that's big, and man, I'm so glad to have been able to come in your life, bro.
No,
Um,
definitely. Happy to meet you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't change a thing.
Facts. But we gonna end it off with my segment called This or That. You can get with this or you can get with that. And man,
Let's use to it.
what happens right here is, man, I'm gonna give you two options, and this is strictly any answer is strictly based off you. Like it's not like what were they doing this or are we talking about this? No, it's just what do you prefer?
All right.
And it's only one rule. You can only reply when I say you can. When I say that, like explain your why you made that choice.
All right.
If I don't allow you to
See
explain
that? I
your
just
why,
gotta stick with
we
it.
gonna keep it
All
moving.
right, keep.
We
All
gonna
right.
keep it moving.
That's G.
So let's go ahead and see what we got here. We gonna start it out light. We're not gonna do nothing too big. We're gonna keep it simple. Um, Denzel Washington or Will Smith?
Will Smith.
I want to know why on that one.
I say Will Smith, bro, because I mean I'm big into movies and shit, but I was heavy as hell growing up on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? So Will Smith was a dude that was like he was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? So niggas fuck with Will Smith.
Okay.
Good actor too. You know what I'm saying? Both of them great actors actually, but I go with Will Smith.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay.
saying no better or nothing. I just fuck with Will Smith.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right. All right. Young Money or Cash Money?
Uh, Young Money, easy. All the OGs and Young Money.
Fredo or Young Boy?
4K trade, man.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gotta say nothing else after that because he know what it is. He know what it is. We gonna move on. All right. All right. Let's see. 50-50 or man handles everything?
Nothing wrong going 50-50, bro, but if you got it, treat your ladies, fellas.
Okay. Okay. Hey, cause Listen, he got a wife and 3 kids. he got a wife and 3 kids at home. Hey, let them know
That's
about
true.
these
That's
kids you
true.
got,
That's
man.
true.
Let them know what these kids you
I
got.
got Pablo and I got boy and girl. They don't got official names yet, but that's my 2 or 3 dogs for now.
Listen, that
And
boy.
I got my wife at home.
I be trying to let me get Pablo. Hey, that's a big dog, son. Like
we
that's
gonna
a
we probably keep the girl puppy though, but
you chose the
the little
girl.
boy he gotta go for sure.
Oh man.
He act too much like his dad.
Okay. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. Homeless or life in prison?
I'm gonna say homeless, cause that's just like a state of mind. I don't have to
Yeah,
explain
I was
nothing.
gonna say why.
All right, like that's like a state of mind and a place that you're in temporarily. If I got life in jail, I'm never getting out. Like if I'm homeless, I could get my shit together and not be homeless.
Facts. That's the difference. That's the difference, man. God, this man is speaking gospel over here. This man is speaking gospel. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
See, I'm a pancake guy too. Like, and what's crazy is like people live and die for waffles from Waffle House, son.
I had a
I
waffle from
can't
Waffle
stand
House
them.
last night.
I can't stand waffles from Waffle House. It's weird, like, but I cannot stand a waffle from
Them,
Waffle
them
House.
bitches bust, but I'ma choose.
All right. Uh, Michael Jackson or R. Kelly?
None of them niggas.
Woo! What?
No, I'm playing,
That's
bro. I'm playing.
disrespectful. I
All
was
right,
gonna say.
I go Michael Jackson, bro. R. Kelly out of line. Michael Jackson out of line too. It was never proved.
Hey, and that's why I say it's from. I wanted the answer from your perspective because it's it's hey, you're able to
Hey, y'all
show
don't
your
fucking
views on things.
give me what that shit called ratio for this shit or whatever they
Boy,
be doing, people, man.
it's all about how you view it at the end of the day.
On black on I forgot what it's called. What they be doing, people. They be blackballing them or whatever
Oh
they be
yeah,
doing.
most definitely.
They be shunning them.
That's why this
They like turn their back on me.
that's why this next one gonna be crucial. So I would
All right, go ahead.
definitely
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
D Wade or Boosie.
Boosie. I'm not explaining my wife.
No,
you know, you fucking know,
no,
man.
we're gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna do that to you.
If you know, you know.
I'm not gonna do that to you, son. I'm not gonna do that to you.
I'm sorry, Gabrielle Union.
Man.
Go ahead.
All right. Let me hurry up. Netflix and chill or a date?
I'm an inside type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with popping out. I actually have fun when I go out, and I tell myself to go out more. But if you ask me, I'm stay home.
A burger or a glizzy?
I'm gonna go with burger just to be safe.
Hey, this boy own it. He not allowing no mess. He's not allowing no mess, and I mess with it. Okay. Here we go. Money or fame?
Money.
All right, and that ain't nothing else to be said. Cause I mean,
You pick
common
fame,
sense is common sense.
don't be around me.
Exactly. We're gonna do 3 more. I'm gonna give you 3 more because this is. I feel like it's getting reckless at this point. Monogamy or polygamy?
You got to cut this because I don't even know those words. Cut.
Hey, so okay,
Cut
so
the
no,
beat.
don't cut this. Don't cut this. So basically, one female or multiple females.
Gotta cut this.
Hey,
One female.
that's that. Come on, common
One
sense.
female.
Answer the questions,
One
man.
female.
He has, man.
They gonna say he don't even know proper English. Continue.
Shout out to wifey, man. Like, shout out because she, like, when I say she is one of the realest women that I've met. I mean, she done snapped on me. And I'm only trying to do my job. Like, she snapped on me in the middle of my job. And man, I think we've grown.
Definitely a real one.
We've grown so much since that moment, and that's truly, I know for a fact that's yours. That's yours, and y'all y'all meant to be.
100%.
You know, 100%, man. I really love y'all for each other, for real. Cause I see that y'all go through it, like just like
You
anybody
know, any
else.
normal couple, you know what I'm saying? Any
Normal,
people
completely
that, like,
normal.
we've been around each other for a long time, so it's gonna be ups and downs, but it's just about like
Man.
how y'all get through it. You know what I'm saying?
So let me give you two more, man, without trying to get you, without trying to get you hemmed up. Shot or stab?
You can shoot me, bro. I'm trying to get stabbed.
I don't think no. I think if you like, ain't nobody trying to get
I'm
stabbed,
trying to
man.
get stabbed.
It's over.
Especially
With.
if like you jugging me repeatedly. Shit, no.
It's not gonna happen.
I probably can't run if you stabbing me.
Trump or Biden?
I don't think none of them did anything good for any of them.
All right, last one. We're gonna move on real quick. 36-2 or 15, 12, and 10.
Oh, it's my averages.
Averages, yeah, basketball average. Sorry
Say that
about that.
one more time.
36-2 or 15, 12, and 10.
I'll take 30. I'm winning with both of them, right?
This is from your perspective, son.
Now
Like,
give me 30.
hey,
Niggas can't guard me.
Everybody's different, son. That's what I'm happy to
Give
do.
me the ball with a point guard. He could throw me the ball. And then we gonna work right.
Different, man.
If we need a nigga to put it in the goal, it could be me.
Yeah, just elaborate just a little bit on that. Elaborate why you make that choice.
Because, like I said, bro, like I feel as if I'm a scorer. You know what I'm saying? I get to it. Like I'm down with passing the ball for sure. But if I got somebody that's gonna openly look for me while I'm getting open, I'll get open for you all day and play defense. Like you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
when you a bucket, you a bucket. And when you playing defense, that makes all the difference. And like I said, this dude defense is Hall of Fame bad. So I respect that answer. Like I said, because everybody's answer is gonna be different. It's never gonna be the same. Like I said, no perspective is wrong. It's just I just want to know how you look at it. That way I can make you look crazy.
Funny as hell, facts.
But man, like I said, I appreciate you being here, bro. Because like I said, even though as close we are, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to go out your way to be here.
No, you my guy, man. I appreciate you having me up, especially by like how we talk, having me being one of the first people to start this off, bro. That mean a lot. For sure.
Man, so that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in. This has been another episode of Checking In with Mike, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all, and we out.
Hey, shout out Mike Check Media. Shout out Z League. Shout out Next Chapter, Wild Hunt. Big 13 game, Moon game. We out, y'all. OTG.